is Cheyenne Valentine, back today again with a new episode. I want to first say that I just did a video. I think it's called "You Are Responsible for Your Actions If You Create a Child You Claim You Didn't Want." I think that's what it's called. And I was going off, cursing, using profanity, and you know, I do curse in my videos, but I'm trying to reduce it, and I just went off. So this video, I'm going to try to be more calmer. I was talking super fast in that video, going in hell, all words was coming out crazy because I was just, yeah. But it's really entertaining. Go check that video out if you want to hear it. Everything I said in there is the truth. So okay, so so I'm gonna be a little bit calmer in this video. At least let me try, because people just I just don't understand their logic. So I don't know what I'm going to title this video. I really don't know, but I think I'm going to title it basically, if thugs, bombs, felons, and dope boys are caused by women picking them, then hood rats are caused by men picking them. Basically, I know that sounds weird, but basically, I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but basically in this video, this is what I want to say. I did a video about hood rats, and I did a video about thugs, bombs, felons, and dope boys. You might want to check both of those videos out. And I noticed, if you go right now, click off of this video and go to my hood rats video, you'll notice in my comment section, the women is mostly women. I think it's all women comment. It might have been a couple guys. They might have got deleted. I don't know, but the women underneath there, and a couple women did not like the video, but most of them did. You will see the women saying how they don't like hood rats, and saying that hood rats come in different economic levels and different things. So basically agreeing that they don't like hood rats. No woman in that comment section said anything about men. If you notice, go to that video. No one said, oh, well, the reason why hood rats exist is because of men. Men are the reason why they exist. If they wasn't picking the hood rats, then the hood rats wouldn't exist. The reason why so many hood rats is because it's majority good women. It was majority good women at first, and it was only a couple hood rats. But see, all the men was having sex with the hood rats, and so us other women, you know, we weren't getting any play, so we decided to become a hood rat and walk around and with a stank attitude and however hood rats act, right? We decided to transform our good selves into a hood rat so that men could want us too. Did you hear women in that comment section saying that? No. But let's go now, everyone, go to the thugs, bombs, and felons video and dope boys. Now read, go through, I have even way more comments underneath that video. And I think deleted, had to block some men, and I had to delete some of the comments. All the comments are not even shown, but I kept most of them because they were starting to get disrespectful towards me. I was called ignorant, stupid, dumb, too old to be doing this. When I said too old, this person said I was too old to be this ignorant. This broke piece of shit said that to me, who's probably a thug, bomb, and dope boy. Because see, anytime a man gets upset about me addressing thugs, bombs, and dope boys, this is the one or two things: either they are a thug, bomb, a dope boy, or they're not one, but for some reason they're angry at women because they didn't get choose. So in their mind, oh, the women didn't choose me because of the thug, bomb, and dope boy. No, it's not because of them. It's because you're a broke, ugly piece of shit. That's why. And you don't know how to treat women, and you probably don't have a personality. That's why you didn't get fucking chosen. Look, I cursed. That's why you didn't get chosen. It wasn't because of some thug, bomb, and dope boy. See, the dope boys and bombs and all that, they're gonna end up in jail and dead somewhere. They're going bye-bye. Okay? And the women that choose them are usually the hood rats, and if she's not a hood rat, she's gonna regret her decision. Okay? I have not yet met a woman who dated a dope boy that did not regret it, because he usually ends up dead or in jail. Okay, the money never, she never gets to keep the money. The money usually dries up. So why are you worried about the women picking them? And then some dude said, well, you women pick those men, not me, but they pick these men and they cry about it and all that. Okay, let them deal with the repercussions of their actions. Just like y'all pick, not y'all, but some of these men pick hood rats and complain and say all black women are fat and loud and got multiple kids by different men. No, sir, you picked a hood rat. So don't fucking complain about it. See, these men want to hold women to a different standard than they hold themselves. I hold all you all on the same standard, men and women. Okay, I think everybody should take accountability for their own actions. We all have made bad decisions in life, men and women. Okay, so we all need to take accountability. Stop pointing the damn finger. But I'm noticing, because I thought it was equal. I know that women don't like to be criticized. I know that men don't. And I don't think it's criticizing when you're just, this is my thing too. If you're not a hood rat or a thug, bum, dope boy, or car thief, why would you be under my comment section defending these people and getting upset? It's one of two things. So you either are what I'm talking about, or you feel like you didn't get chose in the dating market because everybody wanted those type of people. So let's deal with that. If you notice, like I said, under the hood rat video, you got women agreeing that these hood rats exist, agreeing that they don't like the hood rats, they wish they would go away, they're tired of hood rats being used as the image of black women, because that's what they try to do. These racist people who are in control of the media, they try to take, if you notice, when they have some black women in commercials, the women don't look all that attractive, or sometimes they have an attitude. They want to tarnish our image. They want to take the black women that act ignorant and make it seem like we're all like that. Same for the black men. They want to take the thugs, dope boys, and the gangster acting black men and the felons and make it seem like, okay, a lot of black men are criminals and that's how they act. And since we're now over the media, they take those men and then make it seem like most black men are like that, and that's not true. So if you look at my comment section, under the hood rat video, like I said, the women are agreeing, the hood rats, we don't like them. Under the video about the thugs, bombs, and dope boys and felons, you got all these men keep talking about, well, they exist because women are fucking them. They exist because women are fucking them. And I'm like, hold on. I'm seeing an issue here, because I know women don't like being criticized, but women actually, if what you're talking about doesn't apply to them, they're not going to go along with it. So even if they're the gender of the person you're talking about, with some women, they'll say, yeah, I don't act like that. So I don't like those women either. But with men though, oh no, with some men, what I've noticed, allegedly they're not the men you're talking about, but they will still get in the comment section and defend these men. Have you noticed? They never talk about what I actually said in the video. If you go under the thugs, dope boys, and all that video, they didn't talk about the stories that I talked about, how these dudes verbally attacked me, how I knew a couple women who were gang raped. They didn't talk about that. They didn't say, oh man, I'm so sorry that happened to them. I'm so sorry, those guys verbally attacked you. Yeah, I hate that these men are out here robbing other black men, taking the shoes off their feet, making them walk in the snow. I'm tired of these men jumping on, being cowards and jumping on, because a lot of times what I seen growing up, a lot of these guys who are gang bangers and stuff like that, they will target an innocent black guy who's by himself, who's going to school, who minds his own business. They'll get him and jump on him, or they'll try to get him to join a gang. Oh, we all know this is what happens, right? They'll get him to try to join a gang, or he has to run home from school, or they'll try to get the guy along. Whoever the guy is, if you walk through their so-called territory, they'll get you along and they'll jump on you. But out of those men that are jumping on that one guy, if that dude was to see one of those guys that jumped on him later, and he only seen one, that one dude can't fight. See, a lot of these men act like they can fight and they're so tough. No, they're not. That's why they join gangs, because they're cowards and punks. Men like to be, they have like, some men, have a pack type mentality. That's why they like to join gangs, to feel like they belong. They like being around other men. They want to feel like they belong, but some of them are cowards, right? So, and it's nothing wrong with them wanting to belong and wanting to be part of a group. The problem is when that group turns sinister and like to terrorize women, children, and the innocent men in the community. I hope you all don't think that I'm trying to say that all black men are thugs, bums, felons, dope boys. You should know from my videos that I'm too logical to say something that damn stupid, because that is simply not the truth. Just like it's simply not the truth that most black women are hood rats. We know this. I was just talking about the blacks who exhibit a negative behavior. That's only a certain category of them. But the reason why, and you might say, well, why even talk about them? Why even shine light on them? It's because they're being used to so-called represent all black people. Haven't you noticed that? The media makes it seem like all black men act like that, or all black women act like this, which is simply not true. Also, that image of a thug, dope boy has been put on a pedestal to where you ended up having some women liking that image, and you end up having men wanting to be like that. Same with the hood rat. These men won't admit it, but some of them do like how some hood rats act. They won't admit it though. They do. They love it. So what disturbed me about doing those two videos was you got the women and men they don't like hood rats, but you got the men still defending these men. Now, I would think that why are you underneath my video that's addressing a certain class of degenerate men talking about women? Can you answer me this? That's some real trashy shit. Okay, excuse my language. That's real trashy. Why are you underneath? If you want to talk about women, why would you not go under the hood rat video? See, I know what some of you men want me to do. You want me to do a whole channel bashing women. That's what you want me. You want me to do a whole channel only addressing the negative black women that exist. Okay. No, I would do a channel addressing all the positive black women, or doing a channel like this that's neutral. I would never do a whole channel not even bashing black women. I would never do a whole channel just talking about the degenerate black women, because majority of black women are, in my opinion, not degenerate. Like, I don't think the majority of black men are degenerate. Now, what I do think is that I think there's this is hard to say. I think it's a section of blacks who are degenerate. I think the other section just make bad decisions, and you got another section that is not family oriented. It's like a pie, and it's different percentages of different behavior. Okay, so there's a percentage that are thugs and bombs and dope boys. You got a percentage that went to college of black men, but even though he went to college, he might not be family oriented. He might actually be a playboy and run to different women. Like, you got another percentage that is socially awkward. You got another percentage that's just not dateable. Like, it's a different percentage. I'm just talking about the worstest of the worst, which is the hood rats and the thugs, bombs, dope boys, and car thieves. Those are the worst to me. This is just my opinion. That's the worstest of the worst of each gender. So if you don't represent that category, why are you underneath my comment section getting upset about it and keep talking about women? Why the hell are you talking about women underneath a video talking about fucking men? How? So this is these dudes' logic. They said that thugs, bombs, car thieves, and dope boys exist because, and I said this in another video, because black women only date those men. And 90% of black men are good men. And so when the good men seen that all of the piece of shit dudes was getting all the vagina, they transformed themselves into a thug, bomb, car thief, and dope boy. That's what they said. So we're going to use that logic, everyone. Then I'm going to say that 90% of black women were good women, and only 10% was hood rats. And all the black men were giving the hood rats relationships and dick and all that. And so the good women wanted a relationship and wanted penis too. So then we all transformed ourselves into a hood rat. Does that make any logical sense? No. The bottom line is some of these men on YouTube, either, like I said, if they get upset about my thugs, bombs, and car thieves video, then they should be upset about my hood rat video then. Why are you not upset about this? One dude said, because the hood rat video, we did love it because you're telling the truth. And I'm telling the fucking truth about those thugs, bombs, car thieves, and dope boys. Why aren't you sad for the women that I talked about in my video? If that was your mother or sister, would you want her fucking gang raped after what those dudes did to me, cussing me out over nothing? You have nothing to say about anything I said in that video, but you love that hood rat video. I should take that motherfucker down. That's what I should do. Because, see, I try to be fair. And to the men who are fair and haven't commented, I'm not talking to you, but what you men have to understand that got some sense that's listening to my video right now. You're not understanding how these other men behave. Or maybe you do and you're not saying nothing. Because you see them in my comment section. Why aren't y'all responding to these other dudes? Because you all know you must agree with them. Because I don't understand how you are not seeing that underneath the hood rat video, the women are agreeing that they don't like the hood rats because they're not hood rats. So they have no reason to be upset. But yet these men claim they're not thugs, bombs, and car thieves and dope boys, but they're underneath that video defending these dudes and still talking about women. Why are you talking about women in a video that's about men? It is disgusting. Like I don't understand this shit is just now I'm seeing why some of these women who dated men are starting to date masculine women, are turning lesbian. And this is not to the women who are actually lesbian. I'm talking about women who I knew was heterosexual and started dating women, but masculine women. Now I'm starting to see why, because I mean, dealing with some of these men, it didn't make you turn cold. I mean, they'll make you just say, I'm done with men. Maybe I should date women. I mean, I don't understand what the hell's going on here. Why do you men like my hood rat video and have nothing to say underneath the comment section? But under the thugs, bombs, and car thieves, when you're under there talking about women and you all upset, what is going on here? So let's address this about women liking the thugs, bombs, and car thieves getting all the vagina and the good men don't. You are a lying piece of shit. And I'm going to prove it to you. First of all, I know a black lawyer, male, it ain't many of them, a black male lawyer. And I knew a black male doctor, and they had to beat the women off of them with a stick. So if you think that women don't like a successful black man who has a legitimate job, who has a legitimate job, then you are out of your goddamn mind. They like a guy that has a legal job. Okay? Now, this is what's going on with women. They like providers, men with money. So with men and women both in their community and the black, so when you take a black community that is majority poor, the people are poor. The people are going to naturally just date who's in their environment because that's who they're around. Now, granted, now think about this. The environment is poor. The women want to be with a provider. Now, who are the men in the community that's making the most money? It ain't the car thieves. It ain't the bombs. I'm going to talk about the bombs in another minute. It ain't none of them. Who is making the most money? The dope boys. But not dope boys, plural. It's only a couple of them. Like what is it? The Nicky Barnes? Excuse me. If that's his name, if I'm saying it wrong, sorry. But it was a couple known dope boys, you know. But the dope boys that I saw growing up were broke as fuck. They didn't have any money. And the vagina they was getting, if they was getting, and it was just from the local hood rats. I told you the thugs, bombs, and dope boys is the counterpart of the hood rats. Okay, they wasn't getting quality women because they weren't fucking quality men. The women, the really pretty ones and all that, they were like the dudes with the money. If it was a dope boy, he had the most money. He was the one that was giving out the orders. And what I mean, you didn't really see him that much. You might see him on the corner now and then, but he had minions underneath him. See, you're talking about the little dirty minions that was on the corner and all that, out 6 o'clock in the morning and out to like 2 in the morning selling dime bags and all that. No, they didn't have no damn money. Women was not fighting over them. You're a lying bastard. Okay? They wanted the men with the money, so the guy that was the higher up, that was the one they wanted. So answer me this: why so many of these black men? Why did they not want to become a doctor, lawyer, and engineer? Why did they decide to sell dope? You're still not answering the question. You keep talking about what women went for. Now let's continue. They keep saying that women want the thugs, the this and that, the dope boys. Why is the community, the black community, flooded with these kind of men? I didn't say the whole community was, all the men were like that. I'm saying it's a large population of them. It's a decent amount. Why? Can you answer me that question? You can't. You don't want to. Also, when you say the women wanted the bombs, when I was in Chicago, I saw bombs in an all-black poor area. Let me tell you, bombs don't get vagina because bombs are usually homeless. The bombs that I'm talking about are the ones that don't work and stand outside of restaurants and gas stations asking women for money. I remember I saw a black male check another black male bomb. When I was in Chicago one day, this was years ago. I went to a restaurant. It was a bomb out front. This man looked in his late 50s, asking each person that walked up to the counter, because this restaurant was kind of outdoor restaurant, for money. He asked this other black man that walked up to get his food, can I have some money or whatever? Can you give me your change? The black male checked him. He said, look, where I'm working at, we're hiring. I can bring you an application. You don't have to be out here begging for money. That's unacceptable. He checked him. What did this 50-some-year-old black bomb do? He rolled his eyes. He got upset. It's best for another black male to check a black male bomb, because if a woman does, they're going to cuss us out and possibly put their hands on us, because they don't want to hear that they should get a job. They want to stand outside restaurants and beg people for money. I remember my dad said he was at a nice restaurant when we was kids with my mom. And this is a sit-down restaurant. And a black male bomb came in there and went from table to table, asked people for food. And my dad had to walk up to him and said, leave. He went up to a table where this woman, a Hispanic family was at, and was asking the woman, can I have a piece of chicken? And my dad went up to him and said, leave this woman alone. Get out of this restaurant. Leave this woman alone. See, it takes another male to check another male. See, they don't respect women. They feel that we're weak, and they know they can overpower us physically. So they just, they don't respect us. Okay, it takes another man. So I would think you men, some of you men, I would think you would be upset by the stuff I was saying in the video, as far as upset at those thugs. But I mean, why aren't you mad at the thugs and the bombs and car thieves and fellas? They make it unsafe for your kids if you have kids, for your woman, for your family, for the women in your family. They make it unsafe for you. I know so many men who've gotten their car broken into, who's had people break into their home. Black males do this to other black males. I remember an incident where I was oh my God, I was so young, and me and my friend was taking public transportation. Unfortunately, we were about maybe 17. We were on the back of the bus, and in Chicago they have the public transportation, the buses, and the front door and the back door. So we had a female driver. I don't know what happened. It was 3 guys on the bus, and one was trying to talk to a female. And what happened was, we came to a red light. At the corner was about 12 black males, black male thugs. They was looking, they could see us on the bus, and it was a female they liked. I think her back was to them, and they was trying to talk to her or yell outside the window, and one of the black males that was actually sitting next to her on the bus was turning and talking to her. And I guess the guys outside the bus got mad. So when someone rang the bell to get off, we were at the red light, and it was a stop. That was a bus stop anyway. The driver opened up both doors. No, she opened up the back door. Someone got off. When the door opened, these black male black male thugs, I think these were thugs, jumped on the back of the bus and beat the living crap out of the dude that was sitting next to the girl they liked, and tried to drag him off the bus. Now let me tell you all, he had 2 friends on the bus that did not even fucking help him. I repeat, they did not help him. And at least 10 of them got on the bus and start assaulting him. I'm sitting there confused. My friend, she's in the back of the bus on the ground. She's grabbing me. She's like, Cheyenne, get down. Because I was so shocked. And basically how the bus was, when they got through the back door, I couldn't get off. We couldn't get off because we were trapped in the back of the bus. Okay, so the bus driver, everyone got scared, and she ran off the bus. She left us on the bus. All the people that was on the bus was left on there. She got off the bus and ran and just left. The bus was just sitting there with the doors open. The police was called. You all don't see, these men don't even know what I have seen and experienced, and a lot of black women who have experienced living in an all black area. So they want to come in my comment section and defend these pieces of shit, and I'm not going to let them do it. They beat this dude up and was trying to drag him off the bus because these are cowards. They run in packs. They're thugs. They're gangbangers. They can't fight you one-on-one. No, they had to jump on this young man. So he's holding on he's fighting them off. And they almost got him off the bus. And then the door closed some kind of way. And he turned to his friends. He said, man, why you all didn't help me? They said, oh, it was too many of them. So let me tell you something, black women. I know we expect some young black men or just a black male to help us, especially if he's under the age of 40. You might as well hang that up, because I've seen them, young black men, not help each other, not even help their own friend. They did not even try to help. They see these men were trying to drag their friend off the bus for no damn reason, because they just seen him turn to a girl that he was sitting next to on the bus that they thought was cute through the fucking window. They on the outside looking in. They didn't even really know what she looked like because her back was to him. And his 2 male friends did not even jump in to help him. Okay, so when we look at the McDonald's incident and other things, don't expect some of these black males to jump in and help you. They won't even help their own friend that was about to get drug off of a bus and beat damn near unconscious. They didn't even give a damn. So after that happened, the police came. We had to get off the bus, and the thugs scattered. And they went to find a driver, and we had to have a whole nother bus come. I'm not gonna get into that, but I just want to just give you all another example of how these thugs act. And so why these men are not upset, and why these men are not under my comment section saying, you know what, yeah, I'm sick of these thugs, these bombs, they making it unsafe for my wife, for my kids, and I'm tired of them using them as the image of black being a man, and I'm tired of them using the image of what a black man is, and you're supposed to be just as upset as we are, just like black women are upset about the hood rats, but you seem to not to be. Okay, you seem to not be upset about these men at all. Are you a thug, bum, car thief, and dope boy? Okay, so for you saying that it's black women's fault because these dudes exist, for you're saying, first of all, black women don't sleep with bums, because the bums are the ones outside begging for change outside the gas stations and the restaurants. Okay, no one's having sex with them. Those men are homeless. Okay, so you're wrong. And black men who are successful and have money and are decent looking, they can get a black woman. You just can't, and you're upset. So now you want to come to my channel, and every video where I'm addressing women, you're agreeing with it, you're thumbsing up. I mean, some of these men on YouTube are feminine. I don't want to call them the other word. They're feminine. They act like women. See, the gender roles are being reversed because they can't seem to be biased. It's all about them blaming women. Just because you couldn't get the women you want, don't be upset at me. Don't get upset at me. Okay? So you think you couldn't get the women you wanted because of the thugs, bums, and car thieves and dope boys. But no, it's because of you. You're undesirable. You either socially awkward, you're broke, you don't have a personality, you may be you might be short, but like I told you in another video, being short I know a short guy who let me tell you something. He always had a girlfriend. He was gold digging a woman at one point. She was big, heavy set, and I'm not saying because she was heavy she should have low self-esteem. I'm saying he told me that's why he was gold digging her, because of her size and how she looked. Whenever I remember going to the mall one day, he was in a girl's face. So don't come in, and he kept a girlfriend. I'm not gonna say some other stuff I found out about him, but let me just tell you, he had no problems getting a girlfriend. And this man was about 5'4", maybe 5'3". I'm not making this up. Okay, he kept a girlfriend. He tried to actually talk to my cousin, and she was asking me about him, and he was a damn foot shorter than her. Okay, so coming up under my comment section making excuses about being short or socially awkward, you can't fix your height, but you can't fix your damn personality in your pockets. Okay, so work on making money legally as much as you can. Work on your personality. Make sure you keep your body in shape, dress nice, smell good, and treat women with respect, and you good to go. Stop complaining and blaming thugs for getting all the women. First of all, how did these thugs get all the women when you claim most black men aren't thugs? Now you claim they're a small population, but all the women wanted them. Well, then I'm going to say that the hood rats are a small population, and that y'all create them because you all flocked to them. And the rest of us women couldn't get no attention, so we became hood rats too. You know how stupid that sounds? That basically sounds like no one's taking accountability for them being degenerate, and they're blaming the other gender. You're lying when you say all the women date, and even if you say you've seen a lot of women dating thugs, car thieves, and dope boys, like I said, they're getting the local hood rats. Okay, I said the black community is oversaturated with these degenerates. Okay, I don't know why. We need to discuss why so many of these thugs, dope boys, car thieves, and hood rats are in our community. Why can't we address that? This one dude said, "Oh well, you women pick those thugs, car thieves, and dope boys, then you want to cry about it." No, you piece of shit. Okay, cursed again. No, I want to know why they fucking exist, because y'all pick the hood rats. And then you complain about, oh, she's a terrible mother, or she slept with my best friend, or she did this, she's a loudmouth. No, but you picked her. Can't we talk about why do we let people act like this around us? Why don't we chastise people with degenerate behavior that are black? Why don't we talk about this? You just keep wanting to talk about they getting chose. Well, yeah, they're gonna get chose. They're in the community. Yeah, they're gonna get chose. It's a lot of them. They're gonna get chose. What are you talking about? Why are the hood rats getting dick? Why y'all giving them dick? But you want to complain about them? No, I'm just saying that I want them both eliminated. But some of you men are very biased. You cannot stomach to hear anything about what some black men are doing, but you claim you don't represent those shitty ass black dudes. So then why are you upset? What are you upset about? Why is when I did the hood rat video, you was all in agreement, you was cool, but then I do the thugs, bum, and car thieves and dope boys video, you talking about women. You talking about what women did. Well, the video wasn't about women. The women were about thugs, bums, car thieves, and dope boys. Why are you talking about the women are only choosing? And that's a goddamn lie. Answer me this. Why aren't there more quality black men to choose from in the black community? Can you answer me that question? Why aren't there more? Don't flip it. Well, why aren't there more quality black women? No, we talking about men. See how you like to flip it back and forth? You always turn it back on women. Now I see why black people collectively, let me take that back. Now I see why collectively the black community is in the fucking toilet. And it's going to stay there. Because I'm noticing no one's taking accountability. I will say with the women, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a woman. I got proof, everybody, that women, black women, as much as they want to say we don't take accountability, we don't like criticism, notice under my hood rat video, I'm gonna say this again, the women actually were saying, I don't like hood rats, I don't represent them, I can't stand them. Go underneath my thugs, bomb, and cart thieves and felons video. All you see is all these men talking about what women did, and women wanted thugs, and women wanted this and that, but they not angry at the thugs. The thugs can sit there and rob people, rape women, harass their underage daughter, steal, do home invasions, jump on them, and they had nothing to say about them. Beg them for money outside of gas stations and restaurants. They don't give a fuck. Because he's another black male. And long as he's another black male, they would never hold him accountable.